Dream Ahead, hard and fast, moving up in distance, but never proven over this distance, but finds an awful lot for Buick, and look at it. I don't know.
You can't tell much from that.
No, you can't tell, no.
See, our cameras are not on that finishing line.
Just a minute. Is the winner Dream Ahead? I'm looking at one of the signifying posts over on the other side of the course, and they seem to have up number 3. Dream Ahead has won, has beaten Goldacova. What a performance. Well, let's not worry any more about fast ground for Dream Ahead. That's why he didn't have several runs before, because they were worried about fast ground. The ground is pretty quick today, and despite the smile we kept on seeing on Olivier Pellier's face, it is William Buick, who has already been on the mark with Elusive Kate earlier in the day, who has poked Dream Ahead's nose in front exactly when it mattered, right on the line. We thought actually he was definitely just past the line, but he's got there on the line.
This boy is riding out of his skin at the moment. Well, one wonders if Goldakova's ever going to just notch up this record 15 Group 1s. She always runs so absolutely honestly.
Absolutely.
For a mare of her age.
Yeah. I mean, she's 6 now. She did absolutely nothing wrong there. But perhaps she's a shade below what she once was. But after all those hard races, how can that be a surprise or take nothing away from her? But Dream Ahead is one of the rising stars. 3-year-old, of course. Actually, despite being a 3-year-old, of course, Goldakova's a mare. Dream Ahead actually had slightly more weight as the weight for age conditions go. This will be quite popular with the big crowds because, of course, many of them are of England and Irish, and Dream Ahead's a popular horse, and quite a few of these people will have backed Dream Ahead on the grounds that he was rather better odds than the 1-3 shot or 1-2 shot as she ended up Goldacova.
Well, there's plenty of time for William Buick to go in, change colours for Mass Marble, way out for the arc, and then pop these colours back on again for the presentation on the podium. Out of Land of Dreams, bred by Darley Stud, so that's a feather in the cap of the Mactoons Darley Stud. William, in the racing post, does it tell us what Dream Ahead was sold for at the sale?
No, I'm afraid I haven't got that information here, Robin.
They usually put it in, don't they?
No, it's not here.
Put in a private purchase, isn't it?
Well, it's an awfully big bargain, and the people who rated this horse alongside Frankel as a 2-year-old, who there was a lot of controversy about that, but whichever handicappers did that, I mean, they've pretty well been vindicated in the 3-year-old career of this horse, who's now won. This is his 3rd Group 1 as a 3-year-old, and he's only had 5 races as a 3-year-old. William Buick, I think we can hear on our sound system here that people involved in Dream Ahead were screaming praise at the jockey William Buick for what he's just done here.
Well, the distance was as much as a head. It looked closer, but certainly one stride more and it was pretty nearly a neck. So a head's probably, in fact, certainly the right distance.
And of course the dominance between these two horses and the rest is shown by the fact the next horse back is 6 lengths further back. That's Surf Rider from Bewitched Worthad. So there's no doubt where the class lay in this race. It was with the Group 1 performers. They fought it out, and it's the young colt has beaten the older mare in this absolutely pulsating finish. The Wertheimer colours have taken a bit of a battering this afternoon, beaten on the 2-year-old Zantenda, which was favourite for the Marcel Boussac. Then on the 2-year-old Colt, So Fast in the Prix Jean-Luc Lagardère, ran well in second, but now Goldakova is another defeat for the Wertheimer colours, and it is Khalifa Dasmal's colours who will go into the winner's enclosure on Dream Ahead.
I think he owned a Derby winner. Was he the owner of William Haggis's Derby winner a few years ago, the name of which will come to me after we're off the air, I expect?
I'm not sure, Robin.
I think he was. I think William Haggis trained a Derby winner at Epsom.
Very early in his career, wasn't it?
And I think Khalifa Dasmal was the owner. Well, our next race, we've got the presentation for the Prix de la Foret, but our next race, post time, now 35 minutes, quite a gap before the Qatar Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe. There are 16 runners. We'll do runners and riders in a moment.
Yes, excitement will be building all round the stands and indeed all round the racing world now for the big one itself, the Qatar Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe, the 90th running of this great race, this real championship in anyone's books, and this year's race is an absolute cracker. I know we say that every year, but I could look anyone in the eye and say this is one of the great Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe. It's got everything. The one horse missing is the brilliant Epsom Derby winner Paul Moir, who's now retired. But take out him and we have the most fantastic lineup of older horses, colts, fillies, brilliant winners, Group 1 winners, littering the race, and of course the mighty former Aussie, So You Think, New Zealand bred, but so successful in Australia.